Good evening, Internet. Welcome to Game 2. If I turn it this way, you can't see it. This way, you can. Game 2 on our on my Steam Play project. Tonight's game is a game that I enjoy a great deal. It's something that is a lot of fun. And if you can ever get it for somewhere in the range of $5 to $10, worth every penny and then some. Game is called Game Dev Tycoon. It is a game about running a video game studio, creating video games, and managing it through training of your employees and deciding what you want to make as far as games go, types of games, things like that. Game is incredibly addictive. The three friends that I know of who have it play it. It's hysterical. Everyone's like, "Oh, I'm gonna play for 20 minutes and put it down." This is not a game that you can play for 20 minutes. This stream may go on for a while as I fail at playing and running a game studio. So I'll show you here in just a sec. We'll get started with the Game Dev Tycoon. Oh, you can hear the music. Now I just got to get the game on there. Maybe that's not going to cut it. See, this is the nonsense I run into. It's like, let's get you up and running. Okay. You can hear the music. The music's fun. Yeah. Go music. Okay. For whatever reason, it won't run. But I'm going to run it anyway. Watch. Wait for it. Wait for it. There we go. Ta-da! I made it work. So you start out, sorry about the technical problem. So you start out by naming your company. For tonight, we're going to call it Twitch Game Studio. Why not? Player name will be me. Trisket109. A male. I like wearing sweater. Sweater's good. You kind of create your own character, do all that. You click continue. We're not going to unlock the hints because I have played this before. Now, you see in the game right there, you're a dude sitting at his computer. You click on him, you click develop new game. The first game tonight will be called Death Ray. I have no idea why I'm calling it Death Ray, but we're going to call it that. Let's pick a topic. City game. We'll make a city simulation game. We'll not call it Death Ray. Let's call it Civ City, a nod to Sim City and Civilization. Civ City on the PC, because in the beginning there was the PC and the G64. They make fun of all sorts of things. That's the Commodore 64, but we're gonna go PC. We're gonna make the game now using simple slide-based bars. You can create what you think is important for your game. So in this case, Civ City, the engine's probably going to be important because you need to be able to play it. The gameplay is going to be good. In a simulation, I just don't see story and quest being important. So we'll make that very small. We want to spend our time doing the important things. And as you create, you gain bubbles. You see them going towards the nod on the top there. Technology, design, research, and bugs. You have to give it enough time to reduce the amount of bugs in your game before you put it out. AI, probably good. Level design, you probably need that in a simulation. Dialogues, probably not as much. I don't care if they talk to me when I play SimCity. So we'll do that, and we'll put it out. Once we go through the process of creating a game, it goes era by era by era. You have to develop the technology to make games for newer systems. You have to develop the skills that it takes to have specialists in areas like sound and artificial intelligence and other things it takes to make a game. But by using these slide bars, you're creating very, very cool things. Graphics, sound design, world design. I think all those are probably important for SimCity. Or Civ City, excuse me. Let's see what happens. My game. I have a studio that I did that's almost maxed out. Now that it's finished, we give them a second to work out the bugs, and then we release the game. And you get rated. But I have a studio that has just huge amounts of everything. It's pretty intense. New topic, new combo. I gain experience for each thing that I do. It's seriously like an RPG in almost every way, shape, and form. Dialogues, level design, artificial intelligence, world design, graphics, sound, and then you level up. As you get better into the game, get bigger studios and things, you can hire more employees. By hiring more employees, you have to pay them as they level up and gain more skills. First game reviews in. This is me crossing my fingers. Be good. Be good. 7. I'll take a 7. It's my first game, everyone. 8. I'll take an 8. Come on. 8. Great game. I'm making a great game. 9. 9! Look at that. There are achievements in the game, too. You can get an achievement for getting a straight 10 across the board. I've only ever done that once. So now we have to see how much money we're going to make. Twitch Game Studio, a newcomer in the game industry, has just released their first game, Civ City. The game received favorable reviews. Yeah, we're going to gain some fans. Up in the top corner here, you can see 0 fans, year 1, and how many units we're selling right now. In the first week of sales, we made it into the charts at 19, selling 6,000 units. And we have 46 fans. You cannot go wrong with that. That's a good start. So let's see if we can't develop some more stuff. And I'm making money off of it. I'm up to $104,000. I started at $20,000 in my mom's garage. See right here. Mom's garage. So, after every game, we generate a game report to see what worked well, what didn't, and it'll help us make better games as the time goes on. You can see my man there scratching his head. That's how I feel. When I look at code, I go, man, what's that all about? We got city and simulation is a great combination. World design seems to be not very important for this type of game. So I can use that information in the future, and it will actually give me charts and tell me that as I make new games. The original version of this game did not have the option to do game reports. And something I think worth noting is that when this game originally came out, the reason why it had such great fame, and it was more infamous than fame, was there was a version in a pirated version. If you had a pirated copy of the game, what would happen is at a certain point, piracy would take over the studio and you would begin losing money as people stole your game. If you had a legit copy, you never ran into that, but if you had a pirated copy, you would run into that. And the developers thought it was just in good fun, you know, to do that stuff. The game got so much attention for that it became a huge, sensational hit. I actually bought this game from, I believe it's, you know, I can't even remember the name of the developer off the top of my head right now. But I bought it from them directly. And they had so many people buy it originally that they eventually got to the point where they put it on Steam, they sold it in other places. They now have a mobile version. I can actually play this game on my Windows tablets. I have it on that. I have it on a couple of things. And it's just hours and hours and hours of fun. So right now I can make City Racing, Surgery, Evolution. I want to make a fantasy game. So we're going to use that 22 points in research. We're going to use 10 of it to research fantasy. Maybe my next game will be a fantasy game. Who knows? I generated $147,000 in sales. I can keep Mom's garage alive. If you make bad business decisions, banks will come and bail you out and try and help you out with that. Eventually you start attending trade shows, things that resemble E3. It's kind of funny. But let's build a second game. Nope, we're not going to do that. We're going to build a racing simulator on the PC. And we're going to call it Faster Than God. That sounds like a great name for me. 2D graphics. Now you have to research those graphics and then build new game engines in order to be able to make and develop better games. One time in that huge studio that I had built, which I may load up just to show you guys in a little bit. In the huge studio, I built my own game console. Industry news. They try to give you tips as you go through. The G64 is steadily outselling the PC. But I'm a PC gamer. I gotta stick with what I know. I'm that guy. But yeah, I was developing my own game console while building an MMO for it, while building in the research department a huge marketing campaign for it. It's kind of funny. So, we'll see how this goes. Faster than God, racing simulation. Don't need dialogues, I need level design and I need AI. Who cares if the drivers talk to each other? Let's see it go up. There's 3 stages to everything. So, yeah, game reports. It'll tell you with pluses and minuses what's good and what's not. So right here, we don't need world design because last time in the game report it said don't do that in simulation. I click OK. So I turned it down, focused on what's important. And that's part of the draw of this game, is figuring out what that focus and balance is. It can be pretty intense at times when you're trying to get 7 people to build a game efficiently and make it successful. Engine, gameplay, story quests, dialogues, extra stuff. Let's release it. Game reviews are coming in now. Let's see what happens. Uh-oh. Ninvento is planning on launching its own home console. I like Ninvento. Ninvento was always my favorite game developer. First reviews. Okay, again, fingers crossed. Last one was pretty good. Let's see. I see lots of double digits in there. 8's good. I'll take it. Here's my fingers crossed again. 9's great. I'll take that. 7. Man, who at Game Hero? Man, forget you, Game Hero. 7 from all games. See right there, Informed Gamer. I wonder who that's a shot at. Man, 2 7's got to bring me down. What's up with that? Game developers or game magazines, they review things and they don't know. I would question whether or not he even played the game. Just saying. Let's do the game report, see what there is to see about it. Maybe do some research. Engine is important. Platform, genre match, simulation, and PC. So now that I need something else to do, let's do some research. Horror? I don't know, I think it's too early in the game cycle to be doing horror. Just saying. I researched horror. So far I've sold almost 20,000 units of my game. I can live with that. Made some money, $226,000. That's great considering I started with 20K. I'm moving on up. Playing a video game. About making a video game. Alright. Research. New topic. Martial arts. Anyone remember the original Kung Fu on the 8-bit Nintendo? I could make that game. Oh, Greenheart Games. That's who they are. They're the creators of Game Dev Tycoon and would like to thank me for purchasing the game and supporting them. It's our very first game. From my understanding, they're brothers that just made this game, and it's an amazing game. Seriously, you rock. Thank you very much, and have fun with Game Dev Tycoon. You just don't see that level of personal connection in a game anymore. I like that. Faster Than God made me $150,000. Sold a bunch. Now, if I want to develop a new game, pick the platform. Still got PC on there. Martial arts, racing, city, surgery. Let's do an evolution game. I'd have to do another simulator though. I don't want to do another sim. Fantasy, PC, RPG. I'm gonna make a fantasy RPG. What should I call it? Ogres and death. Ogres and death. It is one of my other favorite things about this game is naming naming the games. Ogres and death. Yeah. Let's run out to the store and pick up the new game, Ogres and Death. Oh man, RPG. I think we need to not focus as much on engine as we do gameplay and story. So we'll try that. Maybe I'll fail. You never know. In my case, I think I'm going to fail. I think I'm going to fail at everything, though. Some days I wonder why I turned this on at all. I'm going to fail. Definitely need to be able to talk to each other. Level design's good. AI, probably not as much. Menu-based stuff doesn't need as much AI. I'm assuming that this is on the PC in 1979, 1981. There was no such thing as AI. World design. We definitely need world design. Not as much sound. I don't think we need as much sound for an RPG. Later, I would agree. We get orchestral soundtracks, and you can do celebrity voice acting, and you get all sorts of options later on. But for right now, I think we're just going to stick with this. Oh, Ninvento released the TES. Again, Ninvento. My favorite video game company ever. But, you know, who knows? Got to clear out them bugs, finish the game, put it out. Let's see what we make. Leveled up some stuff. Engine, gameplay, level design. Let's release the game from Mom's Garage. We're going to get our reviews in just a second. Game reviews are in. Ogres and Death! Oh, this doesn't look good. Fives? No. 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 5. Oh, God. 7. Okay, I'll take that. Things are looking up. 5. Okay. This is what I get. My game company is going to be all about making simulation games because apparently we suck at making RPGs. Contract work. Oh, I forgot about this part. In the contracting business, we could use your skills. If you're ever short on cash, just let me know and we'll see if we have some work for you. So let's go take a look at the contracts. Wait. First, we have to generate the game report for Ogres and Death. Got a 5.5. If this was the Richter scale, California would have disconnected from the rest of America. That's not true. So I did all the good stuff. That's what it said. Let's do some contract work. Help playtest a game. I have 4 weeks. If I do it right, I'll make $22,000. Let's see what happens. Oh, man, stop scratching your head. We're running out of time. Come on, man. I could playtest this better than you are. Oh, I'm going to get penalized for this. You're a stooge. $71,000. I'll take it. I have 300 fans. And I failed the contract. That's it. I'm done working for other people. Let's see about doing some research. New topic: government. I could make a government simulator. Need to save up those points so I can make my own game engine. I've decided. I at least want to show you guys moving out of the garage into my first office. You can move into several offices as you go along. You think I'll make a good PC simulator called Government Work? I don't know. Let's do another one. New game. Topic: horror, adventure. Now, in order for me to make games on the NES, I have to pay $80,000 as a license fee. I'm going to pay that, but I'm not going to make a horror game for it. I'm going to make a martial arts adventure game, and we're going to call it Kung Pao. Kung Pao Fu. Right there. Kung Pao Fu. Martial arts adventure game for the NES. TES, excuse me. From Ninvento. I swear to God, naming these games is my favorite thing in this game by far. For an adventure game, what do we need? Engine's good. Gameplay, maybe not as much story. What do you think? Alright, let's try it. And there my guy goes, scratching his head again. You know, if I could fire the original developer and hire somebody in his place, I'd do it. Just saying. We'll go with the AI. Maybe not as much dialogue. Level design's good. I don't know. Maybe that. Let's do it. I'm going to totally screw this up, by the way. But I'll research it afterwards and we'll find out how to make a good Kung Fu game. Kung Pao Fu. Sound. We'll turn that up. Graphics. World design, maybe not as much. Graphics. Maybe not as much. Whatever. This is what I'm talking about. Slider bars for the win. So hopefully, because the TES has sold a ton of things and there's not a lot of games out there for it, my game will succeed. Come on. Succeed. Kung Pao Fu. It's coming out. I always find it's best, too, after you create a game in this, to say it like you were an excited child. Be like, Mom, let's go to the store and get Kung Pao Fu. The more ridiculous the name, the better. I'm going to release this bad boy. I've got 44 research points. I can almost build my own engine. See, this is me scratching my head just like that guy. Come on, fingers crossed. Ooh, 3, 1, 2. I'm getting dogged on. Psh. Man, I don't have to cross my fingers anymore. That's pathetic. Alright. Let's find out why. I got a 3 on Kung Pao Fu. Oh, that's just ridiculous. Adventure games on the TES. Bad idea. That's what it says. Let's do research. Custom game engine. Building a new one. I had the 50 research points. Now seems like a good time before I squander my fortune in my mom's garage on pizza, beer, or soda, depending on your age, and that DeLorean that's under the car cover there. That's right. Focus on specific games or specific age groups to make an impact with your games. Game tutorials, mono sound, target audience. I can now research all those things if I had research points. I could try and do another contract. I don't think I'll make it though. Nope. Let's build a new game. Gotta come up with something. Pick topic. Horror, action. We gotta do this one on the PC. They won't put up with that stuff on the NES. TES, excuse me. And if you forget to change the game name right there, the reviewers will make fun of you for it. Be like, after an uninspiring name was gotten over, the game seems to be okay, or it's total garbage like its name. You know, it'll tell you stuff like that. So we're doing a horror action game. Silent death. Oh no, let's do it this way. Scary. Yeah, scary death. That's gonna be... Mom, let's go to the store and get scary death. Okay. I get it now. I see what we're going for. Horror action. I don't have any research points to make a custom game, so not gonna happen. Kung Pao Fu, excuse me, made $43,000 for me. I'll take it. I'll take it at this point. If I had $43,000 in real life, my mom wouldn't keep me in the garage here like I am now. And by mom, I mean wife. My children's mother. I'm just going to jack it all the way up. I'm going to keep everything all the way up, and then we'll do a research thing and see if we can't make this better. There are now rumors circulating that Vena, another Japanese company, is planning to release a home gaming console on their own. Vena. Vena! Oh. That's not what that is. Okay. That's... Dude, in a horror game, I want sound. I want to be able to hear. You gotta be able to... Playing Fear without the sound would be bad. My next horror game I'm gonna call Murder, Death, Kill. Nod back to the good old Demolition Band days. Alright. Let's put this bad boy out. Again, fingers crossed. It's just the way it's gotta be. Fingers crossed. No, that's not good. Maybe it's good. 5. Okay, I'll take a 5. A little higher. A little higher. 5. Come on, fingers crossed. Give it a 6. Okay, we'll get a 6. How about a 7? A 7 in there? Not a 2. Eh. What do you know anyway, all games? I want to talk to the editor of him. See what I have to do to give him a kickback to make my game reviews go up. Isn't that how the industry works? Come on. The Master 5, or Master V, from Vena. Vena. For those of you who don't know, I'll let you figure out on your own exactly what that means. Got some research. Right, now let's generate the game report. For Scary Death. Mom! I want to go get Scary Death at the store! Okay, son. Would it be even better? Okay, daughter. Little Susie. She wants to go get Scary Death. Oh, man. It's gonna cost me $90K to make a new game engine. I don't have that money. I only got $120,000. Let's do some research. That way, doing the research now will make it so when I do make my game engine here in a few minutes, that I'll be better off for it. I'm gonna have to make another game though. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I need to really pull one out. I gotta save the company here. We gotta make something new. We're on to our 6th game in 3 years. I think we're overextending ourselves. We're gonna make a government simulator. It's gotta be a government simulator. We're gonna call it Bribery. There's the irony. My government simulator is going to be called Bribery. Oh, man. Sometimes I even amaze myself. Engine gameplay. Oh, we don't need the story and quests for a government simulator. See the pluses down there? Engine. We need the engine. My last game, Scary Death, made me $88,000. That car in the corner travels 88 miles an hour. Things happen. The Master V by Vena has come out. Vena. Dialogues, level design, AI. I don't think the dialogues are important in the simulation. We'll keep a little bit of it in. But then again, I don't know. I'm just pushing the slider bar up and down. World design, graphics, sound. World design, not so much. It says down there. There's the negative. Thank God for the negative. Alright. I want Bribery to be my most successful game to date. That's what we're looking for right now. Did anybody ever have a Master System? I had one once. It was awesome. I really started with the Genesis, but into the world of Vena. Finish. Let's put out my new game, Bribery, the government simulator. Oh man. Okay, like usual, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed, here come the reviews. I swear to God, it's like these people don't even play these games sometimes. I see lots of 10, way high, 8. I'll take an 8, come on. 10, 9, 9, 7. My expose into the simulated world of bribing government officials seems to be going over well. I like it. Oh, cool. Maybe we'll make some money off this one. I can make my custom game engine. Bribery. Let's do... No. We gotta generate that game report first. We gotta find out what's good and what's not in bribery. The irony of that is just... Man. This was the Reagan era. I mean... Bribery is a surprise hit with the players. We cannot wait for what they will develop next. This is my 6th game. How about you go back and play some of my previous catalog, huh? Dialogues are not important for this type of game. I learned that. Research. Alright. Gonna make my custom engine here. Bribery seems to hit it off with the fans! Oh man. I wonder if irony does too. New research available. Casual games. Well, they didn't have iPhones back then. So, what do they know of casual games? The God of War 64 seems to be losing against other PC manufacturers. So it's a good thing I didn't make any games for the G64, I suppose. Alright. Let's do it. Creating a game engine, we're gonna call it the Crazy Cool Engine. Nope, I don't have enough letters for that. What's a good engine out there? Wait, what's my company name again? I don't even remember. Oh, it's so funny. Nope, we're making the engine now. So there's the Unreal Engine, there's the Source Engine. What should we call my engine? The Unreal Source. That's what we're calling it. For anybody who knows anything about video games, I hope you find the things I named them ironic. Kung Pao Fu being the best. Alright. Making an engine. Making the engine. Hopefully gonna build some better games. For the TES. Let's build some Ninvento games. Uh-oh. We've got the, well, what's it called? Ninvento? The Game Link. I wonder what that looks like. The Surreal Source. I should have named my engine the Surreal Source. Getting some feedback, and I appreciate that. That you are correct. Maybe I could make my Pokemon game. That's what I'm gonna make. A Pokemon game on that Game Boy whenever it comes out with my new engine. Maybe I can move out of Mom's basement or garage here. But I'd miss the DeLorean. I'm not gonna lie. Unreal Source is now complete. My next one, though, will be named the Surreal Source. Okay, maybe I can research a new topic. Alright, the Game Link's been released. So I'm gonna do it. Develop a new game. Mon Poke. No, we can't do that. We'll call it Pocket Monsters Orange. There you go. Alright, give me one more second. So, let's do it. Fantasy, RPG, on the Game Link. Gotta buy the license. I'm not gonna have enough money to make something here. On the Unreal Source. Let's do it. Holy smokes, I'm in the negative. I'm going to bankrupt myself here. Oh, we're going all in. I'm gonna bankrupt myself. I'm taking the bank's money. It's amazing. I'm gonna bankrupt myself before I even get out of the first part of this game. And you guys can all mock me openly when you see it. Be like, man, didn't even get out of the first part? World design, graphics, I just don't think sound is as important in Pocket Monsters Orange. We're gonna do an orange, and then we'll do green, and then we'll do Pocket Monsters Pastel, and we'll see what the kids think of that one. Alright, here we go. Game's coming out. As always, fingers crossed. So feel free to follow along at home. Cross your fingers, let's hope. If you're watching this on a replay, well, it's already happened, so crossing your fingers isn't going to do anything at this point. But right now, we believe. Myself and the live studio audience, we believe. Here we go. Oh my god. Lots of 10s. A 9! Oh. A 10! I got a 10! I got a 10! 2 10s! Oh, the fingers crossing works! That's good juju right there. Oh, maybe I can move out of the garage. I thought I was going bankrupt. Oh, I sold. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I got almost a perfect score. I've made quite a name for myself and saved up a lot of capital. I now have $2.1 million. I should move. Yes, let's move my company to the next level. Yes! I have a bigger office. I can hire staff. Ah, Twitch Game Studio. Yes! I can hire my first employee, but I have to teach myself how to run employees first. So let's do that. Train, staff management. Then we're going to start filling some positions. Now, at the beginning of the stream, I said that... Ah, very nice. Informed Gamer. I wonder who that is. Gave it a 10, saying best of its kind. Great. So I have to make a sequel to Pocket Monsters Orange later. But I said at the beginning of this that all of a sudden you start making games, you start playing this game, and while it's just a bunch of slide bars and you being creative and naming things, hours will go by and you won't even realize it. It's already been 45 minutes, and I'm like, wait, I've only made like 6 games though. This is great. Alright. The Vena gear. Vena. I've got a suggestion from the studio audience. They say I should make Spacebound. I'm assuming that's a nod to another Ninvento game that came out on the Super Nintendo. Can I just call it Mother and we'd be good? Or I still have to wait for the Super Nintendo to come out either way. Super Ninvento, excuse me. Alright, training is complete. Let's fill the position. How should we test our applicants today? I've got a lot of money. Show reel. Let's have him do a game demo, and let's find someone. Let's do 200K to find somebody good. Instead of calling it Mother, I'm gonna call it Father. Father Spacebound. That's gonna be the name of the game. I now am searching for employees in my new technology park office. Moving on up. See, if you can see the garage behind me, someday the studio is gonna move on up the same way too. I'm just saying. They didn't even have a proper office until now. I was just one guy making games. Their future games are going to be amazing. Father Spacebound. We're going to get there. I think that's about the time I'm going to end the stream. We're going to make Father Spacebound, and then I'm going to call it at that point. I can train my employees. So this person has design and tech. This person has design and tech. And this person has design and tech. They're all about even. So let's do... I like this one. So, now that I've hired a new employee, I have to put them through... You know that first day of work? When they give you, like, that paperwork? And they go, man... Well, first off, I need my guy to generate the game report for the last game. But they give you all that paperwork, and they're like, man... You need to... This is the welcome center. Like, you gotta... More suggestions. I like that one too. You have to fill out your social, your ID, and they have to make photocopies, and you sit there for hours, and then you don't actually do any real work for like 3 days. This first day orientation describes everything from McDonald's up until, like, I'm sure there's CEOs out there that have done that, but everybody's got that first day. My employee is now doing that. Let's do some research. See if I can get some new topics that are fun. Sci-fi. That'll be fun. Oh. Then, released a new game system. Can't go wrong with that. Let's do training. No. Research. I want to research medium games. That way we can work together, make better games. For those of you who missed it, my most popular game up until Pocket Monsters Orange was a government simulation called Bribery. They've made a fan game of Bribery, and I'm gonna let them be, because that would defeat the entire purpose of a government simulator called Bribery. We're gonna let them be. I'll make some fans out of it. The main developer of the Bribery fan game. Your legal department has advised you to stop us, and I just wanted to say I'm grateful that you didn't. Yay! Twitch Game Studio is the best company in the world. That's me they're talking to. I'm the best company in the world right now. This game makes you feel so much better about yourself. I love it. This is why it's game 2 on the list. There's a couple other games that make you feel really good. Peggle is one of them. We'll play that one day when I'm feeling down. Peggle is the game that is the most excited to see you win I've ever seen in a video game. So when I'm not feeling up to it, we'll play Peggle one day. Publishing contracts. I'm not going to go work for some big soulless publisher. That's no good. But now that we've got employees, let's make a new game. Develop new game. We're going to make a medium game. Topic. Sci-fi action. For the TES. Now, action games didn't do well on the TES. Well, let's go back and look at the research. That's what we can do. Game history. So there was Pocket Monsters Orange. Scary Death. Horror action on the PC. Yeah, right here. Kung Pao Fu. Martial arts adventure. Adventure was not received well. So we'll make it action. We're going to make a surgery action game. Called Blood on the Floor. No. No. Bloodsport. That's what we're going to call it. The surgery action game, medium. We're going to make it for the PC, though, because I don't think that the NES crowd can handle this one. I really don't. We're going to make it on our Unreal Source. I'm just throwing money away at this, in case you were wondering. This game will not be received well at all. Alright. So engine is very important for my surgery action game. Gameplay, maybe not as much in the way of story. Let's do it. Let's get her done. Linear story, save game. Save game is very important these days. On the PC. See my guy there just scratching his head? That's this look right here. Can't believe this. Hey, the G64 is being taken off the market. Guess why I didn't make any games for it? I kind of had a feeling that they weren't going to make games for it anymore. There was going to come a time. I knew it. Okay, she can do dialogues and level design, and I'll do the AI. I should have made a small game, not a medium game. The Surgeon Simulator with more violence. I like that. I don't think sound is important either, but who knows. Go 1, 2. My staff is incredibly overworked right now. Uh-oh. I'm gonna have to pay back the money I borrowed to get out of the garage. The God of War has filed for bankruptcy. It's because the TES came along and put him out of business. Surgeon Simulator racing game. That's what somebody just asked for. Unfortunately, we haven't multitasked it yet. I can't do multiple genres just yet. Let's clear out them bugs. And again, as is tradition here, when we release a game, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Here we go. Releasing. No! I released it with a bug! Oh my god. The no fingers crossed will help in the world now. Bloodsport. The surgery action game. Also, earlier in the stream, I had mentioned that when naming the games, you always have to shout it out like a child would. Mommy, Mommy, can we go get Bloodsport? And when you laugh at what you've created, you know you named it correctly. Mommy, Mommy, Bloodsport. I've heard about this game. That's what I'm talking about. Alright, here come the reviews. We got our fingers crossed, even though I released it with bugs. It's gonna get a 1. 4. I told you I was throwing money away at this game. I'm gonna make a simulator in a second, and we'll go from there. I'll get another employee. Maybe we'll make this a little easier. My game got a 3. The people in chat would buy my Surgeon Simulator game or my Surgeon Action game. But apparently not the people in Game Dev Tycoon. And I still want to know where these... I don't even think that these people read the... I don't even think they played the game before they wrote this review. Do they even read their own reviews? Who knows? Alright, we're going to hire somebody else. I'm going to spend $100,000 to get a coder in here. No. You're all tech. We'll take you. Alright. Check it out, everyone. Equal opportunity employment. Right there. Very happy with that. Train. Staff welcome training. I should fire her. Just out of principle. You should hire on somebody and then fire them just to show dominance in the workplace. Not going to do it this time, though. Let's see. I gotta spend my money wisely. I'm concerned. concerned that I'm not gonna have enough money to make some more stuff. More people offering me contract work. Medium contracts have been unlocked. Let's get some employees in here. More employees. Show reel. 100K. Let's find an employee. I should research marketing stuff. Let's... Oh, I don't have enough points yet. Or I had enough points, but I used them on other stupid things. Design. Oh, that guy looks like good design. 273. Design of 320. We'll do that. Alright. I hired somebody famous, apparently. Now we gotta get him his... We gotta get him his staff welcome training. This guy that I just hired, he's the John Romero of Game Dev Tycoon. And before you think that that sounds like some kind of defamation statement, I love John Romero. That man helped bring me Doom, and that's one of my favorite games ever. Amazing. Alright, now that I have all these employees, let's build a game. Well, we'll wait till he finishes his training. I'm supposed to send these people on vacation. They haven't done anything for me yet. Filling out that paperwork is hard, but no. We're going to do a medium game. Let's pick a topic. Racing. Simulation. On the PC. On my Unreal Source engine. So my last racing game was called Faster Than God. The need for velocity. That's right. I mentioned that Doom is one of my favorite games ever, and the chat comes up with Doom. I just made Doom in a hospital, my surgery action game. Isn't there a survival horror game where you run around with a bone saw, like the medic from Team Fortress? That would be amazing. Make it a PC driving game. Need for Speed originally was a PC game. It wasn't out on anything else. You had to play it on PC. Way back in the when. Again, I've mentioned this on other streams, but see the gray in my hair? Right there? Like all this? Like, I remember those times. That's right. The need for velocity. Alright. Games with new topics at the moment. I don't think this is a new topic, but whatever. Engine, we don't need that as much. You are tech. Let's get my highest tech person on that. You can be on design. Hooray. Doesn't need a linear story. It's a racing game. Alright, guys. I've only got 2.6 million in the bank. The Super Nintendo still hasn't been released. Vena has announced they will release a new gaming console, the Vena Oasis. I had a Vena Oasis with Subsonic, the Groundhog. Mine came with Subsonic 2. Alright, let's see here. Dialogue's not important. Artificial intelligence. Let's get my tech guy on that. There you go. Let's get the design guy on that. You're a little of both, but... Alright, we'll do that, and then we won't use them again. Yes, my Oasis came with Subsonic the Hedgehog 2. I bought the Hockey 94 with it, and I got the game based on the movie Aladdin with mine. It's a good time. Racing simulation. We don't need world design. So we want to get the tech person on sound. We want to get the tech person on graphics as well. We're going to get the design person in there. See that? That's what they call good management right there. Alright, guys. We got to pull through on this one. Do I have enough to invest in security? I do. Security is important. Alright, bug. Gotta get rid of that bug. Alright, we got rid of the bug. Let's release it, see what happens. New records. That doesn't mean it's gonna be good. Here we go. Fingers crossed. I'll send him on vacation. No, I can't send him yet. We'll send her on vacation. She's been here for a couple of weeks longer. Reviews are in. Here it comes. Oh, I see that 10. Keep flickering. Let's get that 10 in there. 9, I'll take it. That, you see that 10? 9, 9, 7! 7! That is unacceptable. Unacceptable. The need for velocity. Still gonna make me some money though, I'll take it. 7. Informed gamer, huh? I don't think they're that informed. This must be what it feels like. People go through the process of making these games and the reviews come out and they got like 5s, 4s. And they're sitting there going, I don't think those people know what they're talking about. What a bunch of idiots. Alright, so everybody's here. We're making the money. Let's spend $100,000 looking for another tech person. He's all design. That's good. So I'll have 2 tech people, 2 design peoples. 290, 143, 145. I think we'll hire the 290. Julian Gray. Welcome, Julian. Thank you for coming to work at our studio. Twitch Game Studio. Let's spend some of these research points on some stuff. Military. Can make some shooters. Open world RPG, that'd be good. Level editor, that'd be cool. Could live with that. I believe there is a consensus in the chat right now that the Informed Gamer Mag is not informed. I agree. Alright, I know it's on a little bit of a delay, but I need to make a new game. Well, maybe I'll make a new engine first. I'm going to do all this research first, and then we're going to make a new engine. Okay. The Gameling. Make a game called Bangling. I always make one called Spacecraft. PC strategy simulation called Spacecraft. I bet that one has banglings in it. It's a good time. Alright. Let's do the engine. What were we going to call this one this time? I can't remember. The Surreal Source. Yep. We're going to call this one the Surreal Source. It's only a 2D graphics engine, too. We haven't even gotten to the Super Ninvento yet. Alright. I'm gonna let the chat make a game. It's gonna lag a little bit, so we'll go to develop new game. I'm gonna do a medium game. Pick the topic that you see there. I'll allow you to choose now. I'm gonna handle the slide bars, but you guys get to pick the next type of game that I'm gonna make. And remember, I'm running out of money, so don't make it bad on purpose. We'll give it a few more seconds. Oh, we've got a vote for military. It's in. Action, adventure, RPG, simulation, or strategy. Your choice now. Oh, we got 2 military votes. I like that. Military FPS games sell well. Sell well, Little Dodger. But is that action or adventure? I don't know. We have the military RPG. I'll let one more person vote, and if they come up with something, one of those 2 things, then we'll pick it. Oh, nope, see, we've got three consensuses on this. Alright, we have 2 votes for military RPG. We're going that way. We're going to pick the platform that it's on. I will buy the license if you want me to make it on something I don't currently have the license for. Choose now. We've got to vote for the game link. Military RPG on the game link. And we're going to make it on the new Surreal Source engine. Yep. 2 votes for the game link, it wins. Now, go ahead and name that game. The Military RPG on the handheld game link running on the Surreal Source. I want you guys to know this is the most fun I've had in at least a week. Excuse me. Call of Smite. I figured you'd call it Call of Honor. There's a combination in there. But it's an RPG. We're going Call of Smite. Unless we get another vote that's better. League of Duty. Alright, that's alright. I like that one. League of Duty. Final Duty? How many more times are you guys going to get me to say duty? Company of Bros? I like that too. I do not detect even the smallest twinge of bitterness towards any of the major shooter crowds out of there from our audience this evening. Not even a little bit. Maybe I'm picking up the signals wrong. I don't know. We'll go with the Dodgers' recommendation, League of Duty. Story and quests are important. Gameplay is important. Engine is important. I think those are all important. Battle Fantasy 12. It took me a second there to figure out the Roman numerals. Dialogue's not as important. Do we need a level editor in League of Duty? It is a military RPG. For multiplayer. I think so. We'll go... RPG dialogues are important. You know, we're just going all in. gonna get somebody else involved in the creation here. See that? That's a studio hard at work. Look at those bubbles come off their head. And just to make everyone laugh one more time, I'm going to say duty again. Uh-oh. Ninvento announced the much anticipated successor, the Super Ninvento, or the Super TES. World design is important. I agree. Open world. We're going to do an open world military RPG. I like this. Graphics not as much. What is this? World design. Let's find another design person. I'll take on the brunt of the work. Trisket 109. Now turn League of Duty into 30 different remakes. I like the way that the chat is thinking tonight. Like real game players. That's what I'm saying. Alright. Let's fix them bugs and see how this does. Father Spacebound is coming. I'm going to explain now for the people watching this on replay. A gentleman here named Torrid the Lesser has been asking for me to make an Earthbound-like Super Nintendo RPG. We're going to call it Spacebound, Father Spacebound, instead of Mother Earthbound, get it? I have to explain it to him, Torrid, because there's some people that aren't going to get it. But I'm going to buy the license. I'm going to make that the last game we do tonight. Oh man, I'm gonna have to make a new engine first, though. All right, new reviews for the chat game League of Duty. Everyone in the chat, fingers crossed. Here we go. Here comes the reviews for your game, League of Duty. A 7. You guys are already better at this than I am. 7. 6. I'll take it. 7. RPG games work well on the Game Link. 8! An 8! See, this is the power of crossing your fingers. I swear an RPG military game would flop in the real world. But you did well. Thank you, chat. The Ninvento has been released. Generate a game report. Let's do some research. You need to go on vacation. I'm going to need you to build Father Spacebound. Simple cutscenes, definitely going into Father Spacebound. Better dialogues, definitely. Everybody in the chat has agreed that they would buy League of Duty, the military RPG for the Game Link. Military and RPG is an okay combination. You guys did well. I want to get that next level of 2D up. So we'll do some contract work and hopefully get the research it's going to take to do it. How much more do I need? I need 80, so 17 more points. Come on, we need them research points. I'm not doing this for the money. I got 2 research points for that? Come on now. I got 4 for that. It took less time. Ladies and gentlemen, League of Duty has sold 1.297 million copies. Well done. That 100%. That applause is for the chat. You guys did it. Vonnie is now going to get into the market, working with Ninvento. One day after Vonnie and Ninvento start to work together, everything falls apart. It's just how things are in this world. Another nice thing about this game too is that if you haven't noticed that this actually ties into the real history of games, go learn something. Go learn about what happened when Vonnie and Ninvento tried to make a CD drive. We're only at 70. I'm still 10 short. I don't think I'm gonna get to make it on the new 2D engine. Alright, I'm gonna make one more game before we make Father Spacebound. Let's do an evolution game on the PC. Evolution simulation on PC. So there was SimCity, SimAnt, SimEarth. How about SimMosquito? SimMosquito, the evolution game. I wish I could research sequels. I would make a sequel to Pocket Monster Orange. Tech. That's fine. Julian Gray is going to become my AI guy. Stop scratching your heads, people. I released one game for the TES, and it did well. Don't need the world design. Just don't need it. An open world SimMosquito game. Alright, I've got the research to do it, so I'm gonna finish up the research, build a new engine, and then it's coming. It's coming for Torrid the Lesser. Father Spacebound. Uh-oh. Agent Blowfish has borrowed some research information. I'm gonna take advantage of it. It's called industrial espionage, for those who don't know. It's not that I'm into that sort of thing, but I just don't want them to target me. I don't want them to target me. Alright guys, here it comes. As always when we release a game. Fingers crossed. Reviews for SimMosquito. That's a lot of 10s I keep seeing flash through there. That's a 9. That's a 9. That's a 9. Almost perfect, in fact. That's what Game Hero says. And then one guy has to break away from the pack and be like, nah, man, it's not as good as everybody says. He so needs to go on vacation. He needs to generate my game report. Let's do research on the 2D graphics engine. Let's build a new engine. It's coming. Sim Mosquito has sold it well enough that I think we're going to be able to make Father Spacebound. And it'll be just like it was when it came out back in 1995. It'll get passed over. Everyone will be like, what's this? Ninvento will think that us as Americans are not smart enough to have these kinds of games, and they'll never bring us one ever again. Except for on a virtual console system 20 years later. Yep, that's what I just made a great reference. Okay. Let's make this new custom engine. And in honor of what we're about to do, we're going to call this the Father Spacebound engine. We're developing an engine just for this game. I actually did pick up the game that Father Spacebound is based on the Virtual Console on my Wii U the other day, and it's such a great game. If you haven't played Earthbound, go get it. It's amazing. Your new game engine, Father Spacebound, is now complete. Alright, are we ready to do this? Let's do it. Develop new game. Father Spacebound. Medium game. We can call it a city game. I like this. It's a city RPG. Because you go from Onett to Tucson to Fourside. I can't remember what 3 was called, but it's great. Yes. We're going to do it on the SNES. The Super TES. The STES. The game engine. Father Spacebound. Yeah, we're going to go City RPG. So this would be a good time to shamelessly plug myself. Follow the Twitch channel. Follow along on YouTube. Come see the Steam Project hard at work. And we're going to make it. This is going to be the last game of the night. 2D graphics version 3. Story and quest. Linear story. Definitely needs cutscenes. Gameplay. Oh, dude, we're going all in. Like, let's jack it all the way up. Come on, guys. Work. Julian Gray needs to stop sipping that coffee. Needs to get to making us a video game. We've already got bugs. Dialogues, level design, AI not as much, so we'll turn that down. Better dialogues even. Let's do it. The coffee sipper is not going to be working as hard on this today. Come on, guys, stop scratching your head. Make my game. I don't think sound is important on this one. Not as important. Go about halfway on that. Here it comes. Again, like I said, this is going to get passed over by the critics, the media. Everyone's going to be like, whatever, man. This game's going to be terrible. It's not going to do well. But we're all going to, you know, 20 years later, we're going to remember Father Spacebound. Uh-oh. They want me to participate in G3. Dude, we're going to go hype machine with this one. No, not yet. Got to finish the game. Here it comes. Father Spacebound. Salary increase. Hey, Bill J. Allen works hard for his money. As long as it's not Julian Gray I have to pay out more for, I'm good with that. Fingers crossed. This one's for you, Torrid the Lesser. Father Spacebound. It's gonna get a 1. They got a 2. Come on, really? Really? You know, crossing the fingers in the world is gonna change anything for this game. I'm gonna play this a little more later on, and I'm gonna make a sequel to it, and then just not release it. I'm gonna trash the game. RPG games work well on Super TES, then why did you give it a 4? I don't understand this at all. Some days you win, and some days you do not. So there you have it, everyone. This is Game Dev Tycoon, Game 2 on the Steam Play project list. If you haven't seen it, if you're tuning in late, please go watch the intro on Twitch or YouTube, see what the Steam Play project's all about. We're still at the beginning, though. Game 2. This game's amazing. These guys. I can't go large booth. My game was not a hype machine. I can't go large booth. But yeah, it's been great spending some time showing you the game. Again, it's available on Steam. You can pick up Game Dev Tycoon on most tablets now. I think I have it on my Windows tablet. Phones, you know, check it out. See what it's on. But yeah, the game's absolutely fantastic. The guys who make it, they genuinely appreciate your support. They send out messages all the time thanking people, going, thank you guys so much for doing this. The game's amazing. Say tune in to find out what Game 3 is going to be. And we'll continue working on the project. Again, this has been Game Dev Tycoon. Again, I want to really thank the chat. I appreciate you guys hanging out and watching and putting in your input. You guys made an excellent game in this game, and that's what we need. I needed that boost right there. So, again, thank you very much for tuning in, and we look forward to seeing you next time.